everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the monthly reads and it's going to be for May 2020. Can't believe we're in May already. If you're new to my channel, then welcome to you. The monthly reads consists of me pulling some cards out and then that allows me then to do my meditative poetry, which I like to read at the very end, okay, and then I follow it with a little charm that I pull out as well to tie up the reading. So Taurus, because that's who I'm reading for now. When I was sitting this month reading for you, because I've gone back to the fairy elements this month, that's why I've got the fairy backdrop here, and it's the pear tree fairy blossom, or pear blossom, what's it look on there, the pear blossom fairy. It's alright, it's got it printed on the bottom, and it's an old print that I've had for over 20 odd years. Okay, so I thought I'd bring that out because it's lovely with the spring and everything coming back to life in such an environment where we're all struggling at the moment with what's going on in the world. So the fairy element that came out for you, the first starter card, was the Queen of the Darkwood Elves, okay, and it's got premonition, foreshadowing and mystery. The other fairy card that came out was flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others, okay. And then the other fairy element was the Merlin, guidance, mentorship, teacher of the old ways, okay. So the energy I was feeling with you going into May 2020, this is the energy that you've been in, okay. Quite a dark time over the last couple of months for you, but I feel that there is a change coming through to you. It's like where, you know, from a caterpillar to a butterfly, because she's got butterfly wings here, the Queen of the Darkwood Elves, okay. And it's saying with the flourish card, you are going to be coming out of this dark period where I feel some of you have gone through a little bit of depression, okay. And with the flourish card here and the Merlin, it's saying it's as though it's been lessons learned for you over the last couple of months. I feel some of you have gone back to the drawing board and having the time now, because of the way things are, we have been given this time for reflection, time to declutter, to sort out things in our lives. And as much as the negativity and the sadness around what's happening in the world at the moment, it's as though it's a time for us to realise where we want to be going once the world comes back into some kind of normality. I don't think I'll ever go back to how it was, but I'm just saying, you know, once the normality does come back in, having this reflective time, okay, because I was very, very drawn to the Merlin artwork here. It was like you'd gone in within yourself to tap into your old inner spirit, your old inner knowledge, and having the inspiration here. We've got the crystal ball as well in front of Merlin, and it was as though you've gone through, or you're going through, this reflective time at the moment to foresee where you want to be heading in the future. I also picked up as well, because the next card that came out was the Four of Pentacles, and she was quite guarded, okay, very guarded and protective about her property and money. We've got a rune here, and that is to do with estates and taking care of you know, prosperity and property around you. So it could be a message for some of you as well, where you're at this time where you may be, you know, you may have in the process of wanting to sell a property, or you're thinking to yourself, I want to move once all this is, you know, the lockdown is taken away from us. And it's as though you are reevaluating. Some of you really, really have made are making plans for the future with the crystal ball and Merlin, to say, you know, with the metamorphosis of the caterpillar transforming into the butterfly, and you are seeing yourself in the future and knowing where you want to be going to. As I say, I feel some of you have got this anchoring now, once everything sort of comes back to a sort of normality. I just feel a calling, okay, and that's why you're taking this time to save every single penny you can, because you've got this future vision, okay. The next card that came out was the King of Fire, okay? And again, with the sun shining around the back of the sage's head here, it's as though you're looking at a brighter future, okay? You're putting your heart and soul into this idea that you can see, that you are trying to manifest. You are saving every penny at this time, okay? Because money is precious to you at this point in time, because it's planning your future to get out of where you've been. Because I feel whoever I'm connecting with, Taurus, you are not in a happy you are not in a happy state. You are not happy in either your work ethic, you are not happy in a relationship, and you are getting this future vision, and that is why the Merlin's coming in. I also felt as well, when I was doing meditative poetry, that somebody is going to come asking for financial help from you. It could be a family member, it could be a close friend who just needs a little bit of money, and you are quite generous, okay, but you're no fool. And it was like to say, to make sort of a payment plan here, even if it's family, because I was just feeling, you know, out of sight, out of mind, and you could help them and assist them, even if it's just like £100 or £200. And, you know, time goes on and that could just be left. And we do want to help out family, but sometimes we can get a little bit unstuck ourselves. We can give out too much and then find ourselves short when we need to dip into our own purses and wallets. You know, you think, oh gosh, you know. So it's just to be mindful that, yeah, no worries, I'll lend you the money, but you know, I've got things planned for the future, and I need to recoup my monies back. And in a nice way, a nice way about it, just say, I am going to keep this a record for both of us, because then it just, you know, you get the respect from both sides then as well. With the King of Fire, also, I felt a return of a past relationship, contact coming in. It will be a person where they caused you a lot of hurt in the past. And it's weird because I've just read for Aries, and it seems to sometimes these readings connecting. So if you've got a cross watcher or a link or a partner or a past person who was an Aries, okay, then I feel that you may need to just look at the Aries reading, because it could tie in here. But I just felt as though somebody is coming back in, but you are guarded. Can you see? Protective of their heart, okay? Once bitten, twice shy syndrome for some of you. So that is also what I picked up there. So I'm going to start shuffling the cards just to see what else we've got coming out in this. But I just see a future vision here, okay? A future vision here being planned, and the fairy elements are coming in. It is like they're trying to show you little signs as well, okay? Little messages, just to be mindful in May to look out for signs and symbols, Taurus, as well. So I just didn't want to shuffle, so I'm going to go with that one. We've got the world, okay? And can you see here, we've got a lock here, and we're in, I want to say the world that we're in now, the world that you're in now is not the world that is going to be the doors that you are going to be unlocking in the future. It's all about future for you, Taurus. It's all about planning, foreseeing where you want to, your directive, that where you want to go. We've got 3 in here, 3, 3, 2 and 1, add to 3. That's all connected, okay? So this is the world that you're in at the moment. You are seeing the future world that you want to unlock, okay, and where you need to be aiming to. A positive read for you, Taurus. Manifest these thoughts. Keep manifesting, doing what you're doing, because you are transforming, okay? You are transforming, and it will take you out of this darkness. If we look at this dark Queen of the Darkwood Elves, yeah, it's a very dark sky behind, okay? But there's twinkles of little stars of hope coming in from the darkness, and this is what I was feeling from this reading. So what I'll do now is I'm going to pull out the Moon Goddess Affirmation card, just a little message. I call these my witchy cards, okay? They're by Terri Foss, but I do like these cards. I've had these a while. So let's just get another little, and that's gone on the skew. So we'll skew, that's a new word, skew, skewiff, I think. But we'll have a look what it says for you, Taurus. And it says, I am goddess. Okay, again here, that marries up with this card. Flourish. It's as though, can we see the lily pads here? It's as though it's reflecting to say that this is the time where you need to get manifesting. We've got moon phases as well under here, okay, completion of a cycle and then going into a new phase. It's all about I want to say spiritual, because of the meditation purposes, of the manifestation that you are doing here in the projection. Okay, so important with the projection, and that's why I am the goddess, is to say that you have got the gifts within you, you have got the magic within you to manifest this new world that you are foreseeing in your crystal ball. And even on the romantic side of things, as I said, I do feel there's somebody coming in from your past, okay, but yeah, it might be okay to keep them on a friend's level, but you will not be taking them into this new world that I feel, you know, that you are going to be progressing onto. It just amazes me how these cards all intermingle and just make up a jigsaw for you, my lovelies. So I'm going to read you now my little bit of meditative poetry for you, Taurus, of what I've got for you this month. Okay, so let's just open this up. I'll have a read. And it says, time to come out of the shadows, time for you to grow. Your mind is on overdrive, waiting for the green light to turn to go. You are the person who everyone turns to, a Merlin in your own right. But don't be too generous in lending money, because once out of sight, out of mind, it will be forgotten. So draw up a payment plan. Don't let anyone take you for a fool, be it a woman or a man. Love returns from the past, who left your heart breaking, but you have healed from the scars, and your heart is not for the taking for a second time. So that's what I felt in my meditative poetry for this month for you, Taurus, okay? It might be worth looking at the Aries if you have had a past relationship with an Arian, okay? I am just going to tie this up now with a little charm, my lovelies. So let's have a look what charm comes out for you, Taurus. Dig deep. And we have a little flower. It's all about growth for you, okay? This is why the flowers is coming out. And seeds have been left in the past, because obviously when a flower flourishes, it leaves its seeds, okay? And then the seeds carry on and come up for the next year. On the love aspect, it's a seed that has, you know, blown away off in the wind, and it's going to be returned for some of you. This is where I get that past love relationship from. But on the general, okay, it's reflecting on here the flourish, the growth, okay, because you have been this little dark seed with the dark wood elves, okay? You've been hidden under the darkness in the previous couple of months. You are coming out of that, okay? You've got a vision, you've got focus. This time that we've been given with, you know, we're not living our normal lives as such, but having the time on our hands, it's giving you a perspective of where your new growth, your new world will unlock in the future. So I hope you can take some elements of that reading away for you, Taurus, today. And I will look forward to reading to you next time. Until then, stay safe and take care of yourselves. Bye then, my lovelies.